She slipped on her heels, grabbed her purse, and told me flat out, "Don't wait up." But I wasn't just going to sit back and let my wife disappear into the night with another man. So I looked her straight in the eyes and told her the one sentence that changed everything and ended our marriage that night. If you've ever been betrayed, disrespected, or underestimated, this story is going to hit hard. Smash that like button, subscribe for more true revenge stories, and get ready, because this one's a mix of heartbreak, confrontation, and the kind of justice that makes your chest feel lighter. It was a Friday evening, the kind of evening I used to look forward to after a long soul-crushing work week. All I wanted was a simple dinner with my wife, maybe a quiet movie night like we used to have in the early days, when love was enough and laughter came easy. But instead of finding comfort, I walked into the living room and froze. There she was, standing in front of the mirror, dressed in a sleek black dress I hadn't seen her wear in years. Her heels clicked against the hardwood floor. Perfume lingered in the air, and her makeup was perfect. Not just going out with the girls, perfect. No, this was date night perfect. She didn't even smile at me, didn't even ask how my day had been. She just reached for her purse, and without an ounce of warmth, muttered, "I'm heading out this evening." My heart sank. At first, I told myself I was overthinking. Maybe she was going out with a friend, maybe her sister. But there was something in her voice, cold, detached, that made my stomach churn. "Where exactly are you going?" I asked, trying to keep my tone light. She rolled her eyes at me, like I was some annoying parent asking too many questions. Then she muttered one single word, "Out." That word hit harder than I expected. Out. Not a name, not a place. Just out. Like she didn't owe me the smallest ounce of honesty. I stepped closer, my pulse quickening. "Out with who?" I pressed. She gave me this cold little smile, almost amused, and said, "Why do you care so much? Not everything revolves around you." Those words sliced through me. I had supported this woman for years, backed her career, paid the bills when her paycheck was late, comforted her when she cried about stress at work. And now, my concern was nothing but a burden to her. That was the moment something inside me snapped. She started toward the door, but I got there first, planted myself in front of it, blocking her way. For the first time that night, her confident mask cracked. She shifted her purse strap nervously, looking at me like she was testing how far I'd go. I locked eyes with her, and in a voice that came out steadier than I felt, I said, "If you walk out that door tonight without telling me the truth, don't bother walking back in." Her eyes widened. Shock flickered across her face. "What's that supposed to mean?" she asked, her voice suddenly less sharp, almost shaky. I repeated it slowly, deliberately. "It means I won't be here when you come back. I'm not going to sit around wondering where my wife disappears to at night. If you walk out without honesty, you walk out for good." The room went quiet. For the first time all evening, I saw it. Hesitation. Her bravado slipped, replaced with guilt that flickered behind her eyes. Her hands fidgeted with the strap of her purse, her gaze avoiding mine. "You're overreacting," she whispered. But that whisper betrayed her. It wasn't confidence. It was fear. I pressed on, my voice rising with each word. "Overreacting? You're dressed like you're going on a date. You refuse to tell me where you're headed. And you're telling me not to wait up. If I'm wrong, then prove it. Tell me where you're going. Tell me who with. If I'm right, then at least have the decency to admit it before you throw our marriage away." Her shoulders slumped. Her lips trembled. And then, finally, the truth slipped out. "It's just a dinner with Anthony from work." Anthony. The name hit me like a brick to the chest. I had seen the way Anthony hovered around her at office parties. The way he leaned too close, whispered into her ear, found excuses to touch her arm. I saw it. Everyone saw it. But she always brushed it off, claimed he was just friendly. Now here she was, dressed up, perfumed, ready to walk out the door for a private evening with him. I nodded slowly, not in anger, but in crushing disappointment. So I was right, I said quietly. At least now I know the truth. Her face drained of color. It's not what you think, she began, but I cut her off sharply. Don't insult me with lies. You made your choice the moment you got dressed for him. Not me. Silence filled the room. Heavy, suffocating. I opened the door, held it wide, but I didn't step aside. Instead, I locked my gaze on hers and delivered the final blow. Go, but understand this. When you come back, the man who stood by your side all these years won't be here anymore. She froze, completely still. Her hand clenched her purse strap so tight, her knuckles turned white. For once, she wasn't in control. For once, she was terrified of the consequences. Because this wasn't just about one dinner. It wasn't about Anthony. It was about the respect she had chipped away at for years. The respect I finally demanded back. That night wasn't just the end of her evening plans. It was the end of us, and the beauty of it? My revenge wasn't some elaborate scheme. It wasn't dramatic or messy. It was simple. I walked away. She thought she could disrespect me, walk out without explanation, live a double life while I played the clueless husband at home. But the second she saw my resolve, that I was done being her safety net, she panicked. She didn't lose a fight with me. She lost me. And that was the one thing she never thought possible. Sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't shouting, screaming, or plotting. It's drawing the line, standing tall, and refusing to be treated like you don't matter. Because once someone realizes you won't accept less than the respect you deserve, that's when the real power shifts. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what would you have done if you were in my shoes? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories where justice is finally served. Until next time, remember, sometimes the strongest revenge is walking away